Could a singular video blow up your entire business? I believe yes, and that is why I'm about to show you the framework that I use to write all the scripts for all the viral reels that I ever posted on my social media. It's a framework that's been developed by Russell Brunson, who's the founder of ClickFunnels, and you're gonna love it because it doesn't require any editing to film it. It requires an hour a day, and all you need is a phone. And to start all of this, you need to understand that Instagram has changed a lot over the last few years. I mean, only a year ago, you would see creators with expensive cameras, the flashy lifestyle, the big promises, and the motion graphic animations perform very well on social media and dominate the space. But nowadays, people value relatability more than any flashy lifestyle you could ever show them. Daniel Dalen dominates the space right now because of his relatable vlogs and the relatable stories that he tells people in his videos. And this is why I want to show you the Epiphany Bridge framework adapted to Instagram. There's only 5 steps to that framework, and it's actually quite simple. And it's the reason why I started getting more comments, more DMs, more leads, more sales, and overall just more views. And the entire framework is made to package a topic that you have into a story to cause more emotion by making it more relatable. And instead of just telling you, I would love to show you by showing you examples of videos that have reached millions and millions of views so that you actually believe me that this stuff works. I actually have 9 examples of videos that have used the Epiphany Bridge framework.
Right, I'll be the one to say it. Moving back in with your parents.
Let's just go through this. This video has 1.8 million views.
Right, I'll be the one to say it. Moving back in with your parents in your 20s is a superpower if you do it correctly. And this is coming from somebody who was so embarrassed that they had to move back in with their...
That was actually the first step. The first step is the big claim. The purpose of a big claim is to strike and treat, because whenever you make a big claim, people will want one of 2 things. They will either want to prove you wrong, or they will want you to be right. So they want to watch the video longer.
Parents, after they finished their MBA, was in so much fucking debt, couldn't afford my rent anymore. I'm on the phone with my mom crying, saying, "Mom, is it okay if I move back into the house?" That's where I was at.
Now, those were the external problems, the second step of the framework. The goal of it is actually to build relatability. If you name somebody a problem that they can relate to, they will identify with that, and they will start to think that the claim that you just made actually refers to them and is very applicable to them, which is why they want to listen to it for longer. Because if I'm going to tell you all these problems, I was in debt, I was not feeling well, I wanted to move in with my parents, I was crying on the phone to my parents. Do you know how many people actually cry to their mom or to their dad calling them when they're in a very bad situation? A lot of people went through that. So whenever you name that to them, they do think, hey, maybe moving in with your parents in your 20s is a superpower. Because I can relate to this, so this video must be for me.
Preface this by saying I know that not everybody has this opportunity. Not everybody has the chance to move back in with their parents. But that's what it is, a fucking opportunity. If you can get a warm meal and maybe less rent or no rent while you're in your 20s and you're trying to stack up, trying to build your businesses, it is a fucking opportunity.
This is the Epiphany. In the Epiphany, you present to people the solution, you present to people the opportunity that they have in order to get out of their situation that they're suffering from, or to get into a new situation that they want to be in. What you're teasing here is the payoff that people can get if they just listen to the advice that you're about to give them. So as we see, every single step is actually made to lead people into the next step so that they continue listening to the video.
I saw it as an opportunity to keep my expenses low, to hunker down for a couple months, a year, however long it would take to build something that would allow me the opportunity to not only move out, but take care of my family and give back to them, to tell them thank you. And so everybody gets...
So that was the bridge itself. The bridge is actually one of the most important parts, because the goal here is to give them advice so that they can actually get the payoff. In this case, he's telling people, hey, this was actually the plan. The bridge was to keep my expenses low and to use that time in order to work more so that I could set myself up for the future and make even more money and build something more sustainable so that I can give back to my parents. What's so important about this step is if you give people advice that is actually not that good and that doesn't seem that applicable, then the next time that they see your video, they will actually not continue seeing that, looking at that video, but they will just continue scrolling because your advice disappointed them last time, so they will assume that you will disappoint them this time as well. So make sure that you give them good advice, because then they'll follow you, save your video, share your video, and the next time they see your video, they will watch it again.
Embarrassed about it. They talk shit online. I had friends that were making fun of me. Oh, you're 25, you're still at your mom's house? Motherfucker, I was 25 at my mom's house and I owned 20 properties. I became a millionaire in this tiny ass bedroom, and then I retired my parents, all because they gave me the opportunity to move back in with them, and I took it. I seized the opportunity. So if you're hearing this and
that was it. That was the payoff. the fifth step of the entire framework. I own 20 properties. I became a millionaire. I was able to retire my parents. This is the payoff that people want. The payoff that makes people feel good about the claim that you just gave them. That makes people feel good about actually moving back in with their parents. Now, in this case, it is actually not that important, and there's a lot of people who even skip the part of the payoff. But imagine that instead of giving them just random advice, the advice that you would give them would actually be a product that you're selling to them. If you then present the payoff to them, there's a much higher chance that they will actually buy the product. The payoff could be results, the payoff could be money, the payoff could be anything, a case study, testimonials, whatever you want it to be. Now, you may think that this video only worked because he's in an expensive car, but that's not true.
Ever noticed the most disciplined people are usually the most busy? The kids I know running businesses making $100,000,
Big claim.
$200,000 a month are never the people who have every reason why they just can't show up and post a video today or hit the gym. I used to be the person who had bags of free time, but for some reason could also never be consistent at
The external problem. Telling people, I used to have bags of time, but I could never be consistent at anything. Something that a lot of people will relate to, you probably as well. We all went through it.
anything. And everything changed when I understood this one principle. And it's that the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And it's so easy to disregard
Everything changed when I understood this one principle. Again, is presenting them a solution. This one principle changed everything. An opportunity, a solution, whatever it may be.
this principle. Oh, you know, I'm already balancing my business and my content, bro. That's why I can't show up for my relationship. That's why I can't show up for my fitness. But the moment you believe your consistency and your discipline is out of your control, you stop seeking solutions. You accept your limitations. And most importantly, you stop fucking growing. Life, God, the universe, however you want to conceptualize it, is throwing you this challenge so you can grow and evolve. And the moment that you accept this evolution,
That was the bridge. The moment you accept that your discipline and your consistency is outside of your control, you stop seeking solutions.
instead of fishing out from it, is when you finally start to evolve into the man, the leader, the creative that attracts the blessings that you want in your life.
The payoff, evolving into the man, the creative, the leader, who will attract all the blessings that you want in your life because you can carry them. Now, the reason why both of these videos performed so well is actually because they tick 3 boxes. You can do everything right, but if you don't tick off these 3 boxes, your video is not going to perform. These boxes are, would the viewer understand you even if they had 1, an IQ of 10, 2, an age of 10, and 3, no idea who you are. Now, you can increase the chances of your video performing even more through 2 more bonuses that you can integrate. One of them is actually a visual hook. The visual hook is seen, for example,
And I'll be the one to say it. Moving back in with your
in his video, he's talking about business of a background of his video, an expensive Rolls Royce. Your background could be anything. It could be the forest, it could be an amazing view. Everything is better except a white wall. Your video can still perform without it. Look at Mino Lee.
Ever notice the most disciplined people are usually the most
This background is pretty boring. And the second bonus that you can give to people is actually controversy. So much so that you piss people off with the thing that you're saying in the intro, and people want to prove you wrong.
You could get so much done if you just started ignoring your dick. And I'm being so real, and
I'm so sorry, but it works. Anyways, if you want to learn how to get clients with a personal brand just like I do it, I've helped multiple creators scale to more than 120,000 subscribers on YouTube. I've helped them scale their businesses to more than 100K a month in less than 3 months. And if you're interested in that, I'm leaving a link in the description for you to book a call with me. I'm only taking on clients who have proof that they get their clients a lot of results. Because if your service sucks, I don't want to help you get clients. If that is of any interest to you, the link is in the description. And if not, no hard feelings. Bye-bye.